Alright guys, so welcome here to our channel. So along with me is our college dean, Dr. Roger J. L. De Vela. So first sir, is can you enlighten us about the objectives of Fascination of Plants Day?
Yes, of course, Sir Melvin. But before I go on to the objectives of the Fascination of Plants Day, it's probably worth knowing the history. Ayan. So we're in action. Kaya pagpasensyahan niyo na kung medyo shaky yung aming videos. But going back, before I proceed with the objectives of the Fascination of Plants Day, let me give you a brief history about the Fascination of Plants Day in the Philippines. So dito, originally, yung Fascination of Plants Day, it was started by the European Plant Science Organization. I think they are based in the United Kingdom. Yeah, it started in 2012 and then the following year in 2013, the Philippines joined the advocacy. And that was through the effort that was made possible through the effort of Dr. Arlene Alegre, our very own Dr. Arlene Alegre in the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. So, actually, the first activity that we had there was also a nature walk like this. So, sorry guys, I'm gasping because we've been walking for an hour and we still have like an hour to go
1 kilometer, sir.
before we finally see the mother
tree, one of the oldest and largest tree here in the Bicol region.
Bicol region. I think it's the oldest, not really one of the oldest, but
the oldest.
Yeah. So, yeah, going back to the objectives, as the name implies, the objective of this advocacy is to actually bring more people together and to inspire them to be more fascinated with plants, to enthuse them about the importance of plants, not just as a source of food, as a source of nutrition, but basically in all aspects of human life. So alam natin that plants, it's not just about being a source of food. It can actually do a lot of benefits to humans. So yun yung gusto nating i-advocate dito sa Fascination of Plants Day. And I'm very proud and very happy because CNSC is actually at the front line of advocating the fascination of plants in the Philippines and actually across the world. Kasi we are being watched across the world through this YouTube channel, through our 1 million followers.
Yes, not only here in the Philippines, but to the entire world.
Yes, that's true.
Hey sir, my question sir, when did sir this event or this activity started?
It started in 2013. So 2013, we coordinated with the European Plant Science Organization and asked them if Dr. Alegre can be the national coordinator for the Philippines.
Nice.
Luckily, they agreed. And our pilot activity back then was the nature walk to Mount Ginatungan. Mount Ginatungan is also in Camarines Norte, particularly in San Lorenzo, Ruiz, and Labo. So there, we were actually surprised to see the biggest flower in the world, yung Rafflesia,
yes.
Na tawag. Actually, that walk was longer than this one. I remember, I think we spent the whole day.
Sir, did you take?
Just one.
One hour.
No, not 1 hour. Like the whole day.
The whole day.
I can't remember. It's been ages. But it was a long walk, longer than this. And I was like probably on my 20s.
20s. Early 20s, sir.
Early 20s, yeah. We can put it that way.
Hoping, sir, we are praying that we also see Rafflesia here in BNP.
I don't think so because Rafflesia is very elusive. I think there are just selected mountains, selected areas in the Philippines where we can see the Rafflesia.
And usually, sir, it
Mount
blooms around May, February, April or May.
Yeah, definitely May. May will be included because we went there May 2013 and it was in full bloom. So, napakaganda. It was a beautiful experience and that is why I'm expecting so much from this experience as well. And so far, it's delivering.
Yes.
I'm not disappointed so far. I'm enjoying the trek and it's been a while since the last time I did a trek.
And we are so lucky, sir, that we didn't encounter a lot of limatok and limatic here.
Limatic, yeah, like the litan.
Yes, the small leeches.
Hopefully, because I'm wearing my shorts.
Yes.
My very short shorts. and the beauty of this trek is it's not too sunny. It's actually too sunny outside, but because of the millions of trees that we have here, hindi tayo masyadong nakikita.
And thank you very much, Dr. Roger J. L. De Vela.
Thank you. I'm with Sir Melvin again, the resident psychometrician of the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. And since this Fascination of Plants Day is about plants being able to while away the stress, the anxiety, and other psychological, what do you call that technically in psychology?
Psychological implications po.
Psychological implications. Okay, wait. This is probably a good time for me to ask Sir Melvin, our resident psychometrician, the benefits of plants, the psychological benefits of plants to humans. So, sir, what can you say about that? Because tomorrow, we will have speakers who will be discussing about the benefits of plant the benefits of plant to our plantitos and plantitas. So, siguro this is a prelude to that talk tomorrow. So, sir, what are the psychological benefits of plants?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for that question. First is based on the research of Hartwig 2017. Ayan.
Wow!
So, this is evidence-based
So
practice.
he's citing authors.
Ayan. So interventions known as the nature-based therapy. So it proposed that once we expose with a good environment like this, our mind parang paunti-unti siyang napapacify o nakaka-calm. So with that, lahat ng mga stress level natin, sir, mawawaba siya. So in every day, nakaka-experience tayo ng stress in terms of work, in terms of family, in terms of love life and everything.
Love life talaga.
So with
Parang hindi ako
that,
makarinig, sir. I'm crying now because my salty sweat has gotten into my eyes. So sorry if I'm wiping my eyes now. But I'm not crying because of the love life thing. It's got that.
Right. So first is it's a good parang coping strategies that you walk with natures, that you go with nature to reconnect with yourself. Kasi so magitan dito parang pag nakatingin kita sa mga halaman, napapacify tayo, na-amaze tayo. Kaya sabi dito Mr. kanina with the plant fascination day, we are able to fascinate, napapascinate tayo. And with that parang beauty in it, yung parang nakakahelp siya para mabawasan si stress hormone na pig-release ng mga neurotransmitter sa atin. So a lot of coping na ginagawa ng tao, iba-iba siya, pero nature-based intervention or therapy is really helpful, particular with the case of depression, of stress, ayan. So although hindi pa tayo depressed, pero with stress kasi is normal, para siyang normal siya na i-encounter, hindi lamang ng isang tao, kundi lahat tayo. So the main objectives of nature-based therapy is to immerse people with nature, so that lahat ng mga stress niya ma-identify niya. Habang ina-identify niya, nakaka-discover siya ng mga coping strategies.
Yung mga ways to manage it, right?
Yes, sir. And with you, sir, for instance, ano sir yung parang common stressor mo, sir, na na-experience with your with your work?
Lahat mo to? So common stress, yeah. I remember you talking about stress being normal, and then it's just a matter of managing that stress, reducing that level of stress into a level that is manageable. Well, as for myself, my common source of stress would be probably work, and I guess a lot of people can relate to me when I say that.
Yes, sir.
Because especially these days, especially during time of pandemic, we were introduced to the new normal. A lot of stress is brought about by the new normal, especially in the academic, especially in the higher education institution. Napakaraming bagong stress na na-introduce sa atin. And as for me, especially in my case, I'm now holding 2 offices, I'm now supervising 2 offices. So medyo stressful talaga. That is why I'm very thankful that this trek today is happening, because like what I said earlier, this is my first time in a while. I think the last time I did this kind of nature bathing experience was last year. I was in Singapore. I went to one of their nature parks there. Pero when I came back to the Philippines, ito pa lang yung ulit. So ngayon pa lang na ulit.
Na-ulit, sir.
But on weekends, I would normally go to the beach. I would normally drive to the beach para mabawasan yung stress
Mga
level
stress.
ko. I actually saw you once in Bagasban.
Because ba, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. And if we're going, sir, to observe, also, a nature-based therapy or parang going with nature, it also improves our concentration, it improves our focus. So, once we're stressed and exposed with a lot of stressors, parang nababawasan si focus natin to perform well in work, to perform well in school. That's why it's very important that once in a while, we go to a beach. That's why sir, it's a good practice na yung ginagawa niyo po sir every weekend, nasa ano po kayo sir, nasa beach, nasa with nature trip. And it's really helpful sir, particularly improving our stamina,
Yes,
our
it does.
focus. And because sir, very common na sakit na ngayon is yung obesity, stroke, high blood. And nakita natin, this is one of a common symptoms, yung mga somatic disorder, na-convert from stress, na-convert siya sa mga sakit. Kaya may mga cases po na yung ibang grabing stress, nila na-stroke agad-agad kahit wala namang cases. And that's why kapag may mga ganong sinyales, very important that they emerge with themselves with nature.
With nature. So, what about those who are like, for example, in the city and they don't have the luxury of, say, for example, similar to what we have here in Bicol Region, we have Bicol Natural Park, we have the beach. Ano yung, is it the mother tree? Okay, I thought it's already the mother tree. But then, I was asking Sir Melvin, what about for those who are living in the cities, they don't have this privilege of being with nature? Ano yung mga other means for them to
So with that sir, although they don't have the luxury to go to mountains like us na very accessible yung mountains sa atin. So sila sir, pwede sila magtanim sa kanilang bahay. So they can parang
So they are bringing nature inside their home. Oh, that's a good strategy.
And it's a good surgeon coping din nila. So parang ma-divert din si aggression level nila. For instance, papansin natin ang mga nanay-tatay, masyado sila stress sa kanilang mga anak. Pero nung after niya maging plantito, yung aggression level niya, hindi niya na nako-convert sa mga anak niya, hindi niya na pagpapalo sa mga anak niya, hindi niya na nasisigawan sa mga akin niya, sa asawa niya, nako-convert niya yun, yung level na yun ng stress sa mga halaman.
Pero parang nagiging aggressive ulit sila pag yung mga anak nila pinapalo yung mga halaman.
Nabalik si aggression level nila.
Bumabalik si aggression.
Halaman.
So thank you, Sir Melvin, for those insights. So once in a while, according to Sir Melvin, you need to go out. You need to meet nature. You need to reconnect with nature para mabawasan, ma-manage natin yung stress level natin.
This kind of activity is calming.
And this kind of activity, according to Dr. Alegre, is very calming, very relaxing, very rejuvenating. Parang skin lang, rejuvenating.
And also, sir, yung
It's a
mga...
good way of practicing focus.
Yes. Sir Melvin, you have something to add?
And also, what we hear ngayon is the duri-duri or
The crickets.
Yeah, the crickets.
The crickets.
The cricket sound itself is like a hypnotic sound.
Uh-huh.
Hypnotic sound that once we heard it, automatically once we listen it, yung parang na-slow down si work ng brain. And therefore, para siyang kita na-relax.
Yes. And it's not every day that you hear this kind of sound. Kasi when you're in the downtown or you're in the city, definitely you won't be able to hear the cricket sound. So now it's actually all over the place. If I'm not talking, if I'll be quiet for a moment, you'll hear the crickets. Okay, I'll stop talking so that you'll hear the crickets. That's a big cricket. So, you probably won't hear it that much because we're also gasping. We're breathing heavily. So, naririnig nyo yung aming pag-inhale, exhale ng malalim. But minus all these background noises, you'll hear the crickets here in Bicol Natural Park. Okay, once again, thank you very much, Sir Melvin, for those insights about how plants help us psychologically, typically in managing our stress level. So, later po ulit, we'll be getting more clips about this nature walk of ours in Bicol Natural Park. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Almost. Click here.
How are you there?
Alright, so we're getting closer to the mother tree. So finally, after almost 2 hours of walking, we're now here. We're like a few steps away from it. So, sama-sama nating saksihan ang majesty ng mother tree dito sa Bicol Natural Park. So, kaya ba today makalakad ng mabilis ang mga nasa unahan? Matarit dito sa taas. Matarit pala. So, be extra careful. So, we probably need to interview someone from DENR kung gaano na ba katagal, kung gaano na ba katanda or kabata itong mother tree. And bakit siya tinawag na mother tree? Mother tree, I mean. Those are the questions we would like to ask from the representative from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources.
Mga sir, bakit sa father tree?
Bakit? Okay. So, sino po ang pwedeng tanungin? So maybe we can ask Sir Victor Kibral about those questions. Why is it called mother tree? How old is it? What tree species is this one? So it's red lawan. And of course, they are taking photos.
Okay, stop. Picture taking na muna.
So si Sir Ruel muna ang tanungin natin. Sir Ruel, paunlakan mo naman ang aming short interview about your experience. So gagawin na namin ang pinakikitay namin. We've been waiting for this since this morning. Yung determination of the number of people who will be able to hug the mother tree. Kasi napaka-lapad na, napakataas na ng diameter ng mother tree natin. And we wonder how many people can actually hug this? Or how many people are required to hug this mother tree? So bibilangin natin. Are you guys ready? Yes! Okay, so please join us as we count the number of people hugging the mother tree now. So, so pwede pong lawakan natin yung reach ng ating mga arms. Standing lang. Standing ovation.
How many?
10,
11,
12,
13,
14,
15,
16,
17,
19.
Last number 23. So 23 katao. It will take 23 people to hug the mother tree. So ganyan kalapad, ganyan kalawak ang ating mother tree, ang red lawan, dito sa Bicol Natural Park. So,
In terms of sir with diameter, yung diameter sir ng mother tree is 2.06
2.06 meters. So kailan itong 2.06? Baka lumapad pa siya eh. So hindi updated. But anyway, 23 katao, 2.06. The last time it was updated, 2.06 meters yung kanya.
Na quarantine.
So yan, maraming salamat guys. So later I will hug the tree because this is a once in a lifetime experience to be able to come in contact with the mother tree. So hindi ko palalampasin yan. Energy naman guys!
I'm done romancing the tree.
Now, it's time for us to romance the tree. So paano ba? Ganyan? I'm not very romantic, so I don't know how to romance even a tree.
Magandang spot dito. Look.
Doon nga, maganda nga. Ate, doon ka.
Ayan.
Magpapunta si Kuya Aman.
Sana all, di ba? Sana all hinahag. Oh.
Okay lang yan.
Hi guys! Okay. Hello! With Sir BSC's department, Sir Jed. Oh my God, it's so slippery here. With our engineers in the campus. Woo, it's so a lot of lipay here. Alright. Yeah, with Sir and Ma'am.
Last 23 si Mama yun.
Last 23 is si Mama. Wait lang, at baka gumulong dito. Okay, say hello, say hi. Right, okay.